name is Salting. In this video, I'm going to bring you around the NUS School of Computing campus. For those of you who don't know yet, in NUS School of Computing, we have 4 buildings in total, namely Com 1, Com 2, Com 3, and you can guess, Com 4. Com 1 and Com 2 are pretty old. They have been around for about 20 years already. Com 3 was launched in 2022, while Com 4 is launched last year, 2023. I believe a lot of us are not very familiar with Com 3 and Com 4, so today I'm going to bring you around to see our campus. Let's go! I'm now at UTown. From UTown to go to computing, you just have to take the D2 bus. Com 3 is the last stop, so you'll never go wrong. And if you are going from the Kent Ridge MRT, also take the D2 bus and you will end up in Com 3. I'm now at Com 3. This place is the basement 1 level. Com 3 was built and launched in 2022 with a generous funding from the C Company. You can see the C logo printed on the building itself. At Com 3 Basement 1, you can find a lot of interesting labs like the Health Informatics Lab, the NUS AI Institute, and the Metaverse Foundry. I'm at Com 3 Level 1 right now, and as you can see from the video, you can see there's a very big food court. It's called the Terrace at Com 3, and this is where most of us will have our lunch and dinner here. But one fun fact is that it's actually a library at School of Computing, because most of the time you'll see a lot of people studying or discussing their projects there rather than eating. You can see that we can do self-ordering here. Some of the food include fried rice, noodles, or mala. Besides the terrace, there's also a lot of other food options. There's the yogurt ice cream, there's coffee bean, and there's this makan store behind me right now. I come here very often to eat lunch because they have a lot of options such as fish noodle, chicken rice, a lot of buns and drinks as well. Let's go in to grab a lunch now. Today I got a roasted chicken rice set. Right now, I'm at the Com 3 and PSH. You can see that this multi-purpose room is really big, so sometimes we have our lectures here, but I would say that most of the student events, for example, briefings for the incoming freshmen, career fairs, or student interest group presentation, and so on. Yeah, it's really for multi-purpose, and I really like the facilities. It's aircon. The facilities like the projectors, the computers, and the seats, the tables, they're all super new. This FinTech Lab is founded in 2019 through a collaboration with the FinTech company Ripple. The lab works closely with faculty members, students, and industrial partners to solve some of the most pressing challenges in FinTech. This is the Makers Lab. This place is open to any NUS computing students who can come to build anything they want. So some of the facilities they have include 3D printers and laser cutters. I do have some friends who will build their own merchandise here, so I think it's quite cool. From the video, you can see that there's a divider in the middle. The left half is used for usual classroom setting, where the profs will teach and hold discussions, while the right half is where the students will build their own stuff. I'm now at one of the seminar rooms in Com 3. As you can see that this classroom is quite special because we have a television at every table, and there's also whiteboard If you have watched my previous vlogs about day in the life of a computer science student, you probably have seen this classroom already. Basically, this is where we have most of our tutorials. So during our tutorials, we'll have a lot of discussion. We'll project our code on this television and then we will kind of like just discuss about it, and we will draw and map out our ideas on the whiteboard and kind of just present it to everyone. All of these tables, the chairs, the screens, and the whiteboards, they are all very new because Com3 was only launched for like less than 2 years. Now we'll be heading to Com4. Com4 is connected to Com3 by a bridge, so it's really convenient. We can just walk through here and you'll see that we reach Com4. Com4 was only launched last year, and similar to Com3, our school received a generous donation from the C company for the building. I do have a few tutorials here as well, and you can see that the facilities are even newer. We have a staircase here, so usually when you are rushing for class because you are late for class, you can take the staircase. But me, I'm just gonna take the leash now.
Going up. Door closing.
You can see that the entire level is used for NUS AI Lab. Some of the research pillars include interactive AI, embodied AI, and trustworthy AI. So right now, I'm at one of the classrooms in Com4, and as you can see, this place is super new. Com4 was founded just last year in 2023, so all of these facilities here are used kind of less than a year. Again, if you have watched my previous vlogs on day in the life of a computer science student, you would have seen me in one of these tutorial rooms. You can see here that again, there's a lot of whiteboards behind me. I would say that Com3 and Com4 classrooms are mainly designed and built in a way such that it really emphasizes a lot on students' discussion, and then we will present our ideas using the whiteboard. This way of learning really makes it a lot more engaging. It kind of forces us to think out of the box and to talk to one another. I think it's pretty good. If you haven't seen my videos on how these places normally are being used, you can check out some of my vlogs videos. I will put in the description box below. Really excited to share with you the Com3 rooftop garden. This place is my favorite secret place in Com3 because as you can see, there's a lot of plants and the view is very beautiful here. And most of the time when you come up here, you're always alone. I think it's a really good resting spot if you just want to take a break and relax from your schoolwork. And the best part is, when you come during sunset period, the view is very beautiful here. We're heading to Com1 right now. Com1 is connected with Com3, so as you walk up this staircase, you'll find yourself at the level 2 of Com1. Com1 and Com2 are the oldest buildings in SOC. They have about 20 years of history. You can see here that this is a space for the Computing Club people. Computing Club is an official faculty club of School of Computing. This club, they are mainly responsible for organizing some of the faculty-wide events. This ICPC lab you're seeing right now is a space for students who do competitive programming. You can see that this is our tutorial rooms in Com1. They are quite small as compared to the rooms in Com3 and Com4. They are rather old, but I think they are still very well maintained. And this is the undergraduate and student life office. This is the student lounge. It's open for all of the computing students. Unfortunately, it's closed right now. They have a foosball table and a few sofas for students to gather in between classes. This is a common space where most of the students, they will study in between classes. Usually, this place will be quite crowded as a lot of students will have their classes here and they will walk past this place as well. So it's really convenient. And a lot of events are also held around this place as well. Welcome to Com 1! What you are seeing here is our seminar room 1 at Com 1. You can see that this place is quite big. We have some of our lectures held here and also a lot of other events like career fairs or student outreach programs held in seminar room 1 as well. We are at Com 1 level 1 right now. Back then, when Com 3 and Com 4 were not built yet, this is where I have most of my tutorials. Some of the lab sessions will have it in the classrooms here. You can see that there are a few printers there. All of the computing students will get a free 50 pages of black and white printing if they use this printer in school, so they're all free of charge. And there's also a tech service, so if you don't know how to use the printing service or if you have any technical difficulties, you can always approach them at the counter. And now I will bring you guys to the basement level. Basement level, there are a lot of tutorial and labs classes. There's also a lot of space for students to do their self-study. You can find a few of these discussion rooms in the basement 1 of Com 1. And these places, usually they are open for booking. So if you are computing students and you want to discuss about your project work, you can always book a room and discuss with your groupmates here. So this is the basement 1 of Com 1. Here you can find a lot of programming labs. In these labs, you will be able to see some of the really new equipment like Apple Mac and your own personal keyboard. And this is the open space where most of our students will study during exam period or in between classes. So one fun fact is that I think this place is open for 24 hours during the exam period. So if you really need to study, you can study here. It's really quiet at night because there's not much people here. I think the school bus service ends at about 11 p.m. So you will have to walk from here back to U-Town. But I think it's a really good night walk. It's only about 15 minutes to 30 minutes-ish. At Com 1, you can also find this mini exhibition. And you will also see this honor roll. Last but not least, the Com 2. One of the biggest highlights in Com 2 is the cool spot, or we call it the Bro Store. Here, you can find the store owner, a really cool guy who somehow seems to always remember all the students and their orders. During school time, you will find a really long queue here. People will grab their lunch and snack at this store. At Com 2, you also can find some of our lecture halls here. Here is the LT19.